Hello, everybody. In today's video, I want to talk about cryptocurrency as a whole, the general, broader crypto market. There's a lot of FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt when it comes to FTX and the liquidation of $3.4 billion worth of crypto assets. There is a fear in the market that right now, Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX got an approval from the judge to liquidate $3.4 billion worth of crypto assets. And to this, I'm going to say, this is not going to be the next collapse of cryptocurrency, in my personal opinion. Obviously, I can't, guarantee anything, and nothing is financial advice. I'm just giving you my own opinion, some guy with a colorful background. I'm going to go over the liquidation and what the judge actually ordered, and I'm going to debunk this whole thing. But before I go any further, let's break down some reality. Over the last year and a half, we had the worst crypto winter that I can remember. Not the worst when it comes to price movement, because it was one of the worst, but it wasn't the worst. But the worst in terms of uncertainty, regulation, and straight up fuckery and buffoonery. You see, we had the collapse of FTX, this con man. We had the collapse of Celsius. We had the collapse of Voyager. We had the collapse of 3M Capital, I think that was the name of them, that started all of this. We had the depegging of the Luna stablecoin. And we had such negative regulation. We had Gary Gensler, who we thought was a friend of crypto. He was the most negative, nasty person we can possibly have in the cryptocurrency market. And there are so many other things, right? There's at least like 12 different collapses that happened, many different hacks that happened, many different schemes that happened. So many different things absolutely blew up, and not in a good way. And lo and behold, cryptocurrency is still here. The crypto market is still here. And a lot of things are actually turning around when it comes to the crypto market in terms of regulations, a couple of lawsuits that played out in our favor. And there's a couple of positive things that are happening that I believe are going to be huge catalysts for the entire crypto market to literally go to new all-time highs. And I think that those new all-time highs are going to come by the end of 2024. That's what I'm thinking. So between now and the next 15, 16 months, I think that we will be getting a new all-time high when it comes to Bitcoin, and other crypto markets, crypto assets will follow. I'm not sure if they're all going to make it, but I believe that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to make it. So let me talk about the liquidation a little bit, kind of make some sense about what's happening, because a lot of people are like, Adam, that's it. Bitcoin is going to collapse. The entire crypto market is going to collapse. $3.4 billion of assets. And, people don't take the time to actually read court rulings. People don't actually take the time to read information. So let's get this, down pat. FTX has $7 billion in assets. 3.4 billion, approximately half, is in crypto assets. Besides for that, they have 38 Bahama real estate properties worth around 200 million, and they have just north of 500 million worth of securities. But let's concentrate on the actual crypto assets. Their top 10 crypto assets are Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, APT, USDT, XRP, BIT, STG, WBTC, and WETC. If you're confused with WBTC and WETC, it's wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum. It's essentially trading as a Bitcoin or Ethereum, but on a different chain. Of their holdings, the highest holdings is Solana, approximately 1.16 billion, which accounts for a massive 16% of the entire Solana market cap, which I'll get back to in just a moment, so just stick with me. Bitcoin, 560 million, which seems like a lot, but now sit back, relax, and think about that. That's literally 0.11% of the entire Bitcoin market. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's very similar when people told me, oh, Mt. Gox, they're about to liquidate Atom, the entire crypto market is going to collapse, yada, yada, so on and so forth. What happened? And I broke down the numbers. The amount of volume that we're talking about is normal trading volume when it comes to Bitcoin. People need to look at the broader picture and do some basic mathematics that they learned in high school. And if you dropped out of high school, just Google it. Learn some basic math over here. A 0.11% liquidation, if they were to liquidate everything at one point in time in one day, would not collapse the market. Yes, the price will go down, but it would not by any means collapse the market. Let's keep going. Ethereum, they have 192 million, which is approximately 0.1% of the market. Also nothing. For apt, they have 137 million, USDT 120 million, XRP 119 million, which is also 0.5% of the XRP market. It's not going to make a collapse. For BIT, they have 49 million, STG 46 million. For wrapped Bitcoin, they have 41 million, and wrapped Ethereum, they have 37 million. So now that you understand exactly how much assets they have and the value of the assets that they have, does it make sense to you right now that if they were to sell tomorrow in one glorious liquidation, which wouldn't happen, that this would still not collapse the market? In the worst case scenario, this would not collapse the market. But that's not what they're doing. I'm not feeling too good, but it's all good, like my cup says. The court ruling says that they have the ability to sell, stake, or hedge. In terms of hedging, they're allowed to hedge Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it has to be approved by a third-party advisor. The ruling is the first 2 weeks, they're allowed to sell $50 million of crypto assets, 50 and 50, following by 100 million of crypto assets. If they were to sell every single week, this would take around 33 weeks. 33 weeks is over half a year. So at the worst case scenario, if they were to liquidate everything tomorrow, it still wouldn't collapse the market, but they have 6 months to do it. I would be looking out for Solana. Now, I'm not sure if their Solana is locked up in staking or not, but Solana does have the ability to collapse the Solana market cap, which is probably going to recover later because Solana is, for some reason, and I don't like Solana, I don't like it whatsoever, is super resilient. If they were to sell Solana and Solana does make a collapse, to be honest, I would probably buy Solana for a short-term trade. That's me personally. Now, that's the situation with the crypto. This is the big bad collapse that everybody is talking about. And if anybody's curious, October 3rd, next month, is when the trial is going to start for Sam Bankman-Fried. That's the next date. So that's my view on the general crypto market. That's my debunking the FUD of this whole FTX nonsense. Now let me take a moment to talk about the broader crypto picture. Gary Gensler hates crypto. He doesn't own any crypto. He doesn't quite understand the crypto. And in his mind, crypto is what in reality securities are, which is full of thievery and conniving schemes. Now, I'm not saying all equities, all securities are schemes like the stock market, but there's so much fuckery going on, but nobody cares about that. The crypto market, he's saying, is full of schemes. He just went in front of Congress again talking about, there's no regulation, blah, 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 blah. Yet he doesn't put forth said regulation that he wants people to be regulated by. It's absolutely insane. We had a really good ruling with XRP when it comes to Gary Gensler. We had a really good ruling right now with GBTC when it comes to Gary Gensler and his spot Bitcoin ETF. I believe we will have a very good ruling in the future with Coinbase, where they're going to win this frivolous lawsuit, in my opinion. And I do believe that Gary Gensler is going to be fired shortly. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, positives. Huge, huge catalyst coming up. Bitcoin halving. So a lot of people are not understanding what the Bitcoin halving is. Bitcoin is only going to have 21 million Bitcoin. It's actually a smudge left. It's never actually going to hit the 21 million, but let's just call it 21 million. Of the 21 million, around 4 or 5 million are lost. People forgot their password, so it increases the scarcity. People always say scarcity does not matter. Yet, they're going to say that if all of this crypto is liquidated, which is reduces scarcity, therefore inciting a collapse, so they believe in scarcity, but they don't believe in the scarcity of Bitcoin, which makes no sense if you guys are following my drift. Because there's a finite supply of Bitcoin and certain cryptos, and you can't just make them out of thin air unless they're like tokens and things like that, or it's voted on, so on and so forth. This inherently brings a value to the actual cryptocurrency. Because we know there's going to be only a finite amount, and we know how much are produced every single year through mining, We also know through something called a halving, the mining rewards are reduced by 2, right? Halved every 4 years. The next Bitcoin halving is going to happen around April, May of next year, 2024. A couple of months before that, there's supposed to be a final ruling for a Bitcoin spot ETF. The Bitcoin spot ETF means whatever ETF is open, it's an exchange traded fund, they need to buy the underlying asset. The underlying asset that they need to buy is, in this case, going to be Bitcoin, followed by Ethereum. There's going to be spot Ethereum ETFs as well. One was already filed by ARK Invest. The players that are filing for a Bitcoin ETF are BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world. Second is going to be Fidelity, which is the third largest asset manager in the world, and a couple of other big players. In total, they have $15 trillion under management. Everybody always says we're going to put 1% of our assets into crypto. That's what you should have. If they take 1%, that's 150 billion, roughly. 150 billion of the current market cap of Bitcoin is 510 billion. That is roughly 30% of the current market cap of Bitcoin. If that happens and they buy up 30% of Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is not going to go up by 30%. The price of Bitcoin is going to go up by triple digits. It doesn't just go, 30% in, price rises by 30%. No, that's not the way it works. And vice versa. If you dump 30% of all crypto into the market, the price is not just going to go down by 30%, the price is going to collapse. That's why it's possible that Solana might have a stronger collapse, but I don't think it's going to be out for the count. And there's going to be a good buying opportunity because people are in love with this shitty ass blockchain, and I don't understand why, and I'm not even hating on it, as long as people are making money. For everything that I just said, I don't see any huge bad news that's going to happen between now and the next run, which some people are saying the start of the run already happened. Bitcoin halving is going to coincide with a spot Bitcoin ETF, and it's just going to be pure magic. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to trade. I'm just giving you my own opinion. Also, a lot of people have been asking me, Adam, are you still bullish on Algorand? Are you still bullish on Hedera? I am super bullish on Algorand. I still have all of my Algorand for better or for worse. I made my bed and I'm going to sleep in it. Amazing technology, absolutely horrific team. Algorand Foundation destroyed Algorand blockchain, but it is still able to recover, hopefully in the next bull run. And Hedera HBAR, I love the project. I love everything that they're doing. And yeah, I still hold all my Hedera HBAR. So I just want to clarify that I did not sell my Algorand. I still have all of my Algorand. That's all I wanted to say about cryptocurrency. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is around 26,000. The price of Ethereum is around 1,600. I think a buying opportunity is here for Bitcoin and Ethereum if you want to get your feet wet. And I do believe that Bitcoin is going to go above 6 figures, and I think it's going to hit around that 120,000 mark by the end of 2024. Again, I could be completely wrong. That's my own personal opinion. And I'm not telling you guys to follow me. I'm just saying use your brain and think sometimes to do the mathematics and the critical thinking of your investment. It's personal finance, your personal finance, for you to make money and for you to lose money. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm a little bit under the weather, as I mentioned, but I really want to debunk this catastrophic collapse of the cryptocurrency market. Now, I could be all wrong, but it just doesn't make sense to me, and I outlined why it doesn't make sense to me. I have been buying Bitcoin. I have been buying Ethereum. I'm not buying any more altcoins. The only thing that I'm buying is Bitcoin and Ethereum because I believe that's where all of the money is going to go to. Once we get the spot Bitcoin ETF, it's going to be followed by a spot Ethereum ETF, and then there's going to be spot ETFs for other assets to follow. But right now, institutional ownership, institutional investing, after BlackRock is going to open up this ETF, there's going to be so much money pouring into Bitcoin followed by Ethereum that I believe those are great investments to have. With that said, I still have my altcoins, and hopefully Algorand is going to make a comeback, and hopefully, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Like, share, subscribe if you guys would like.